Hello, my name is MagentaLewi and welcome to episode 15 of WarpCraft. In this episode, well, there's only one thing to do. 1.18 is just around the corner and I still have not even remotely finished my main base. So of course, all day we're gonna spend on building the actual houses in here. We got a house for Cat, we got a house for me, and then we need to finish the walls as well, and we got a garden and a courtyard and the stables, and yeah, there's a lot to do still, and I really want to finish this before we move on to the next series in 1.18. So let's get building. The first thing I want to build today is Kat's house because we need her to come and make the interior, so we better get her going as soon as possible. So while my house is going to be made out of deep slate, I want her house to be made out of blackstone, so that they kind of fit together, but they're still different. And then her main entrance is going to be right here. We're going to make it fit to this tower, so that will be a part of her house. And then she's going to have an entrance right here out to the garden, which we're going to share between our houses. So that's the plan for now. So first off, we need to go get a lot of blackstone. But before that, I actually also need a lot of nether wart. And I'm not going to tell you guys why I'm going to need this just yet. But I just have to plant a lot of nether wart so that it can grow while we build the house. And then I'll tell you later on exactly why we need it. Alright. I have now gathered a lot of blackstone, a little bit of polished blackstone bricks, and then also the chiseled blackstone. And as you can see, I'm gonna go with a blue theme as well, so it's gonna be dark and blue. And we're gonna make some windows and stuff, of course. Whereas mine is gonna be dark and red. So, and then I still have to plan out the roof. I've not done that yet, but let's get the walls up on this building. So first off, I am putting down some warped wood that will act as support beams in this build, and they are going around in all the corners and at the doors. And then at the bottom, it's gonna be pure blackstone. It kind of looks like cobblestone, so I think that's very fitting. And then for the rest of the walls, I'm just doing the same kind of gradient build that I did with the actual castle walls. But I actually ended up making a mistake here, so I'm gonna change that. And now I finally got going with the right blocks, and as you can see, I've also already made the big window here, which is gonna be the main source of natural lighting in this building. So I'm just going with a gradient just as I said before, so it's regular blackstone at the bottom, turning into more and more blackstone bricks, and then at the top there is a few chiseled blackstone. So it's not as detailed with as many blocks as the normal walls, the regular walls on the castle, but it's more simple and it looks really nice in my opinion. It looks amazing. And then I'm also building this support beam going across through the house, so it seems a little bit more realistic to have the roof on it when we build that. So, but that's what I will show you in the next clip, and I will have made all the details and a little bit of the interior, so let's have a look at that. So after a bunch of building, I now have the, well, sort of final building here. So as you can see, I've made this roof, which has these gradient here, or whatever you want to call that, this mix of stairs going around here with copper and a little bit of oxidized copper, and then the warped wood, which looks really nice in my opinion. And if we walk inside, you can see that I have spent the prismarine that I got from helping Silren in my shop, and I've also used the sea lanterns, and then with this elevated floor in the middle, which goes down on the other side as well, and you have the window to look out of here, and then you can also see that I've left this. I could cover that up, but I actually think it looks pretty cool that you have the blue like line going on top, matching with the floor, of course. And then you can walk out here into one of the towers, where you can also see that Cat can go in each way. So I was supposed to have her help me build this, but she's not really able. She might do some interior at some point, but for now this is how it's gonna look. And then I've also forgotten my axolotls, so maybe they can live in here with Cat as well, because I promised to build them a home like in episode 1 or 2, and they're just living in my cellar in the other base. So maybe they can live in here with this blue aquatic look. But as you can see, I also built a staircase here, which leads to nothing. And that is the next thing that we are gonna look at. We're gonna make the upper floors, and we're gonna build like the walkways on the walls, and of course also the bottom, which is just gonna be mossy cobblestone like this. But of course, it is very important that you can walk on the walls so you can actually scout the enemies in the distance, and not just have giant walls, which has nothing inside them. But if we go on top, you can see that was a very green roof inside, and that is because I've just went with this mossy look here. So we have a mossy roof with some bushes and some stuff. I might add some flowers at some point. I'll see about that as soon as we get the floors on the walls, so I can actually walk around and take a look at it from above. Then I will decide if I want more color on the roofs. But this is very simple, and I think it matches very good with the walls, because if I had like a huge roof, it wouldn't fit in with the walls, and you could very easily be attacked from the outside, which is not kind of the point with a medieval castle. The point is that the houses are protected by the walls. So this flat roof, I think that is a very great way of doing it, and I think it looks absolutely awesome. So I am once again hoping that Cat will come and do some interior if she got the time for it. But if not, I will try and put something together. But for now, it is about the walls. It's about the floors on the walls. So let's gather some stuff for that and then build it. So now I can show you what I needed the nether wart for, and after just harvesting all of this, I've also been harvesting a lot of it whilst building, which you just haven't seen, but I got a lot of it, and that is to get some red color, because we are gonna make some red nether brick, because that is gonna be the color of the floor on the outside. So on the inside there's gonna be another color, but on the outside walls there's gonna be red nether brick. So I think it will look really, really cool on the map in the end. And now it is finally time to finish the walls. So first of all, we need a floor at the bottom, and that is just gonna be some mossy cobblestone, because all of the lowest cobblestone on the walls is made of mossy cobblestone, so it would only make sense if the floor is made of mossy cobblestone as well. So that's just gonna be all the way around, and it's gonna look really old when you walk around down there, but you would preferably be walking on top, so on the higher level of the walls anyways, so it has to have this like cellar-like vibe to it, and I think that gives off just the right vibe with this mossy cobblestone. So I'm just doing that all the way around the whole castle, and then we're moving on to the top of the walls. And when I say the top of the walls, I of course mean the towers, because inside the towers, as I mentioned earlier, we are gonna have this crimson wood, so that's the inside part. This will be covered up by another roof, so this is just the wooden material that you would have in the towers, at top of the towers, so this is where you would normally walk. And then on the outside we're gonna use the red nether brick, which you will see in the next time lapse, but this is just gonna go around in all the towers, so it's all matching, and it has this nice subtle red color to it, which I really like. And finally, I am putting in the red nether bricks, which goes all the way around, which looks much more nice than the mossy cobblestone, of course, but that is also the point. So now it has this very grand, nice red color to it. And that is also going on all the towers, as you can see. So on the top of the towers, it all looks really, really pretty with this vibrant red color, and then the more subtle red color on the inside. This just looks amazing, and I did this on all the towers. And now it's finally time for my house, and it's gonna be quite similar to Cat's house. So first off, I'm gonna do the crimson wood as support beams for this house, so we have the red color theme instead. And then I'm gonna do a cobble deep slate all the way around in the bottom, and then I'm gonna do a similar gradient to what we did on Cat's house, just with deep slate. So it's gonna go from cobble deep slate up to deep slate bricks, and then it will turn into deep slate tiles at the end, and I just love the look of these deep slate tiles. I'm definitely gonna build more with these. I absolutely love them. It's one of the best textures in Minecraft, in my opinion. I love it. I'm doing basically the same thing as I just said. It's gonna look so much similar. The houses are gonna be so much alike, but at the same time they're gonna be so different because it's some very different colors, although they kind of fit to each other, and it just looks very, very nice. So this used a lot of deep slate. I had to use a lot of materials here because the house is actually pretty big, although it doesn't look that big from up here. And I am doing the inside walls as well with this look because I just think it looks amazing. So of course it's going to be a very dark build, but in the end, which you will see in the next clip, I am putting a lot of light down in the floor, and we're gonna have hopefully some interior, which I don't think I'm gonna have time for, but I would make a very colorful and would you call that, alive kind of interior, so you have some colors and you have a lot of life in the house itself. But this is how the skeleton of the house is gonna look, and then you'll see the final project in the next clip. So now I was supposed to just show you the interior and the roof and all the details on my house, but well, I just decided to build the whole damn thing. So here we have the final product. So it is a similar roof to this over here, just with red/orange instead, and then also a mossy roof on top of that. And then I've done a little bit of details and some hidden lighting with the moss and stuff. And I've gotten Kenny in here. He now has a real stable. Quick job, but hey, it looks pretty nice, although. And then we also got Anton, who is Cat's horse. He has now moved in, and I think they've become great buddies. And then I wanted to make a fountain here in the middle, but yeah, I've just ran out of time. I've really run out of time. So I've just put down the beacon. So now we have like super speeds and some regeneration in here, so that's great. And then I've also made the garden over here, which is just super overgrown, not that detailed. I could have spent more time with this. You can always spend more time in Minecraft. So thinking about how much time I used on this, I think it turned out pretty great. Of course I had a lot of ideas, but I'm really just running out of time. For me right now, there's 5-6 days until I have to start the new gameplay, and I still have an episode 16 to record from this world, so yeah, I'm quite pressured. But if we walk inside my house here, you can see this is how it looks. There's not really any details in here, but my dogs moved in here. We got the unnamed dog. Nobody ever gave him a name, and I didn't either, so... but we got Flooper sitting over here. You guys should be together, shouldn't you? Why are you... Don't you like each other? I mean, you guys should be sitting next to each other. There you go, now you can talk to each other. And I just put some quick chests in here and stuff, but this should of course be the storage room. And then I got this area down here where I can go to that room, and I can go to the tower down there. And if we try and go upstairs here, I can walk all the way over there on that top, and you can also see the roof here. It's quite simple, but it looks pretty nice, as well as the roof over there. And I just love that you can see the 100 sub special build over there. That's so great. And we can also just quickly jump up here to have a higher look, higher view. Yes, very nice, very nice. It looks pretty good actually from up top. And if we go into the main room over here, wait, what's that? An apple a day keeps the doctor away from the doctor. Oh well, I guess we won't be seeing Dr. Shadowless anymore in this series, because now I can keep him away. Oh well. If we go in here and then up the stairs here, this was supposed to be my master bedroom. So, well, I got my bed in here, but that's it. So, not many details, but I got the main build done, and I think it looks amazing. And if we stand on top of this, the highest tower on the whole castle, you can see, wow, I think it looks pretty good, I must say. I really like this build. I'm super proud. It was pretty rushed here in the end, but I still think it turned out really, really great. I've never built anything this big before, and obviously I could do a lot more details, but hey, it's still pretty good if you ask me. So you can go out here as well and then go into Cat's house. She sadly never had the time to do an interior with me, but I have now moved the axolotls in here. So you got, what is it, Axel, Lotte, and Bumblebee. Uh, and then Cat and I has actually been building something, but I will not spoil that. That is for the next episode, but that is out there. And then this is just gonna be the axolotl house, while this over here is gonna be the dog house, I guess. And then I still live over here, and Cat actually has a secret base somewhere, which I will also show in the next episode. So this whole castle is just built for my pets, technically. So that's my house, and that's the house for my pets. I just realized that. Oh my god, yeah. But that is my first ever mega base, not that detailed once again, but that will become even better in the next series, because I'm gonna take some of the ideas from this, and I'm of course gonna take all the knowledge that I got from this season and then use that to its best in the next series. So that's gonna be super duper epic. I cannot wait for that. Alright, so that was it for this episode of me building my first ever mega base. Once again, it could have used a little bit more details and some interior for sure, but I have simply just run out of time. But once again, I will use all my acquired knowledge from this season and then just make it even better in the next season. It's going to be like 1,000,000,000 times better in the next season. So make sure to tune in for the next episode coming out next week. We will do the final world tour. I will show you some stuff that you haven't seen before. I will walk around, check out what all the other players have done on the server, and I'm also gonna reveal what the next series on this channel is gonna be, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure to tune in next time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, then please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out all the links down in the description, where you'll also find the link to my Discord server. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching.